Hello, everybody. Welcome to Devotion to Promotion. We are in our fourth season with Nuneaton Borough in Sky Bet League 2, trying to claw our way to the top of the British football world. Got a lot of things to catch up on. We played about a half dozen league games, a couple of cup games. We've had some injuries. We've got some precarious situations at goalkeeper. We've got a couple of new players in. We've had good things and bad things, and we have a mystery player. Nobody knows where he came from. Stick around for all these things in our next episode. So let's catch everything up to date for a little bit. Then we're going to jump right in and play our match of the month against Plymouth today, a home match. And a few things before we start. Always, if thumbs up are greatly appreciated. That helps get the video in front of more eyeballs. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and notifications help let you know when new episodes are out. Let's dig right in and take a look at our results. The season is underway. In our first episode, we got our butts kicked 4-1 against Chesterfield. That was our first match of the month in Season 4, Episode 1. We followed that up with a disappointing 0-0 draw against Grimsby Town, who now sit 20th in Sky Bet League 2. It was a home match, and shots were roughly even. We had 16, they had 12, so, it could have gone either way kind of thing. So we're 2 matches in now, and I'm thinking, this could be a long season. We've had 2 matches. Neither result looks very good at all. Then we played Peterborough in the EFL Cup. Now, Peterborough sits 7th in Sky Bet League 1. We didn't really know that when we played them. They were in Sky Bet League 1 somewhere in the middle. We played them to a 1-1 draw, and then we lost in penalties. I didn't know that this tournament went 90 minutes and then you immediately go to penalties. I thought it would go to a second round, like an away round, and flip it around. So I wasn't really all that much of a rush. I didn't have our best penalty shooters in there, and we got crushed in the penalty shots, 4-2. So we got knocked out. But still a promising match. We had 20 shots to their 10. So you could even say we should have been come out of there with a little bit better result. And we had a lot of good chances compared to theirs. So suddenly things are starting to look promising. Our form is starting to come together. And then boom, boom, boom. 3 league wins in a row. Rokedale 2-1. Bolton 4-0, Wycombe 2-0, and we are rolling. And we looked good in these, even like this Wycombe match here, 27 shots to 10. I'm like, wow, this team has woken up. Interestingly enough, and I'll talk a little bit about it as we play our match. It was between the Peterborough match and the Rokedale match where I put in the new match update and the new update to the game. So I'm thinking, wow, I'm really liking the update at this point in town. Then we have to talk about goalkeepers. Between our Wycombe match and the Cambridge United match, unfortunately, our goalkeeper, Pat O'Brien, let's just take a look at them here because goalkeepers are almost like an interesting mini story to themselves. Pat O'Brien, who's our best goalkeeper on loan to us now, pulled his ankle ligaments. He's still going to be out for a 4-9, he's out for basically a month. I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. I can usually play Luke Hutchinson, who's our backup goalkeeper. He kind of faded away a little bit, and Pat O'Brien clearly became the best goalkeeper over the course of last year. But for much of last year, I was playing them both and just alternating. So Hutchinson can certainly hold his own in most situations. However, Hutchinson was crumbing off an injury, and he was still only like 50-something% match sharpness. So I'm thinking, well, I can't do that. That's not a good idea. So our third goalkeeper is Joe Hilton. Now, Joe Hilton was the guy who we brought in. He had 2-star current ability, and he had kind of 5-star potential ability when we brought him in. The next day after he gets here, he's got 3-star potential ability. I'm like, whoa. Seriously, come on, scouts, get with it. But he's functional, and he was at something like 80% match sharpness, and I figured, well, okay, that's the best we could do. I mean, we could play Daniel Ginadu, who really suffers from Dunning-Kruger syndrome right now because he thinks he should be the starting goalkeeper. He's nowhere close to it. He's basically a National League North or South goalkeeper right now. Played terribly when we put him in last year. He's getting really mad, doesn't want to go out and loan, and he's like a head case every year. We just have to kind of bite the bullet and I think get rid of Daniel Ginadu. I'm certainly not going to play Richard Slater, our 15-year-old who sits at the end of the bench and plays Nintendo Switch for the whole game because of the stupid rules. So he's not going in. And then, lastly, we have this mystery person, Stephen Woodley. He's one of those great he just appeared. Poof. He's on the senior team. He's 31 years old. He's never played a match in his whole life. He's got no plans. He's got no ability. He's got no value. And he just showed up. And not only that, I can't do anything. I can only offer him a contract, but I can't get rid of the guy. Why is he here? Where did he come from? Who signed him? I wonder if he's like a British Secret Service agent. I know he's like why these players pop up, but it doesn't make any sense why he would pop up. And if you look at this, place of birth, unknown. Pretty mysterious, if you ask me. So we have the mystery of Stephen Woodley and how he appeared on our team and why he's here. Oh, has no strong feelings. Is happy to see. I think this guy is from the British Secret Service. Something's going on, something nefarious behind the scenes, but we'll find out. But anyway, to go back to our main story before we get too distracted, I decided to go with Joe Hilton. We played Joe Hilton, and he was awful. The other team had 4 shots on target, and he only stopped 1 of them. We had 15 shots to their 9, and we lost 3-1. It was aggravating. I mean, and they weren't hard saves. They were shots. He kind of just looked at the ball as it went in. So now I'm thinking, okay, we're in trouble because O'Brien's going to be out at least until Burton Albion. We got 3 or 4 more games here, 3 or 4 more matches without our best goalkeeper. Hutchinson won't be ready by then either. We got to go with Hilton or a completely unmatched sharp Hutchinson. What are we going to do? But I decided to take a shot and put in Joe Hilton for our next match against Luton Town. Luton Town now is in Sky Bet League 1 in the league above us. They're at the bottom of the league and they don't have a manager. So they're doing really bad. And they're under transfer embargo due to a breach of financial regulations. So they kind of got a lot of stuff going on. They're not necessarily in the best place. But we played them in this EFL Trophy Group Sol thing. It's some kind of a tournament that I don't think anybody cares about because only like 600 people showed up. But we crushed them. 23 shots to 11, and Naya and Baron scoring goals for us, and we won 2-0. So we beat a Sky Bet League 1 team up here, even though, albeit a team that's completely falling apart, in a tournament that really doesn't matter. But anyway, so 4 of our 5 matches have been wins. We seem to have righted the ship. We still have a lot of concerns with goalkeeper, and that's where we're kind of coming into things. But the other thing that was kind of fun, August 31st was the transfer deadline, and I knew I had to sign players by that point in time, but I'm also kind of sitting there thinking that, well, okay, there's a lot of free agents out here. If we look, for example, at players and player search, there's a lot of kind of high-ability free agents, like a 3-star player, 2.5. They could probably be pretty good players and play on our team. And generally, they drop their wage demands as they don't play longer. So I've been kind of watching these players and sitting on some of these players and thinking, like, a lot of them don't want to sign with you initially, but then as they get more and more desperate for a job, they'll sign with just about anybody, and their wage demands drop. So they go, okay, we got some budget room, maybe we can pick up some players here, pick up some good players. But then I realized with about 3 hours, 4 hours left in the transfer window, I get this email notification saying all your players have to be registered by tomorrow, otherwise they can't play in the league. So I'm like, oh, crud. So we can't sign these players if they're over 21 years old and bring them in and play them until the next transfer window, which I assume is sometime in January. So then I started panicking a little bit. Not necessarily panicking, but I went after a couple of guys, and boom, we got 3 guys. This guy, David Harris. 2 of them I'm really excited. David Harris is low ability, high potential, and we immediately sent him out on loan. Adam Phillips. Check out this guy. Nice midfielder. We're kind of overloaded at midfielder right now, but we've been getting a lot of injuries, so I kind of figure like that's going to be okay. Value $165,000, which makes him, at this point in time, our highest rated player. That was to change shortly, though. Good player for EFL, too. Nice physicals, nice mentals. Not the bravest guy. Can't mark to save his life. We got him working on that. But everything else just looks really solid for this level. So I think he's going to be a really nice addition. He's basically almost the same ability. If we compare him with, you may recall that we brought in this player, Nya Kirby, on loan, who looks really good. If you look at this right here, essentially kind of a carbon copy. So we have 2 really good kind of advanced playmaker midfielders now. Really excited about that, and not that bad. £1,200 per week. Pretty reasonable wage, I think, for a guy of this quality. But it gets better. Hannes Delcroix. He comes from Belgium. And with this signing, actually, as an aside thing, one of the things I was doing was to play the British and Irish Steel Challenge, where you can only sign British and Irish players. I signed him by mistake in that, so we're kind of out of that now because he's played in a game too. But I wasn't really all that interested in going for that one. But anyway, good player for most EFL League 2 sides. We got him at £1,800 per week, but our scout said he should be at least £22,000 per week was what his wage budget. And look at these numbers. Mentals. He's just like a mental genius. Physicals are really good. He does have a balance issue, And he's not that strong yet, but we can work on that a little bit. But positioning, teamwork, vision, marking, passing. He's a ball-playing defender, but I'm wondering what people think. I'm thinking maybe we can convert him into a ball-winning midfielder on defense, because Shez Isaac, you may remember the saga of Shez Isaac. If you haven't been around for Shez Isaac, he's been the driving force behind our rise from National League North to League Two over the past 3 seasons. But he's kind of, I think, reaching his peak right now, and he's going to be 31 years old this season. So we kind of need a new ball-winning midfielder. Thinking Hannes Delcroix might be his replacement there, because I really like how these numbers look. So I'm thinking on trying to convert him to that. But anyway, super excited about this guy that was supposed to be £22,000, and the value, £215,000. Somebody wants him already. So even if we can only hold on to him for a year and then we sell him, we're going to have a ton of money from this. So I'm really excited. And he's only been in 1 game, so we're trying to get these guys into matches too. So there you have it. There's our signings. That's a lot. We talked about the saga of goalkeepers. We looked at some results. One last thing before we jump into our match, we should take a look at the table. We were high as 5th place. We were high. Yeah, we were as high as 5th place before we lost our last match. But now we're 7th place, 10 points. So in the playoff conversation after 6 matches into the season, I realize this is really early and a lot of stuff is going to happen. But anyway, I don't know why our form only has 1 thing there. That's really odd. Looks like some kind of a little bug. It's not showing all of our other matches. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So pretty good. It'd be nice if we could keep this level of form. I think we need another season to kind of solidify here. So I'm not thinking we're going to stay anywhere close to the playoff level. But just to avoid that relegation battle would be nice. But it's still many, many question marks. It's hard to tell. Some game matches we've looked really good. Some matches we've looked awful. And with that in mind, let's jump right in and get to enough of the talking. Let's get to our match against Plymouth. We are favored, 6-4 odds. Our form has been strong. Theirs has been inconsistent, but they have won 3 of their last 4, and they currently sit in 17th place. That's interesting. Okay. Let's go to our team selection. We're going today with our 4-2-4 because we're at home. It has been working in terms of scoring goals and getting us going. Isaac's still keeping him in a little bit here at midfielder in terms of trying to let us play. And then Kirby, our new acquisition on loan, who's been he's starting to play a lot better now, too. Our defense across the back, many of the players from last year. Hilton, we're going to try him at goalkeeper. Fingers crossed that the son of the hotel magnate here can hold us together. Harrison, our Australian on the right wing. Robinson is our new striker, and I'm trying to convert him into an inverted winger on the left because we don't really have another good one. But I'm thinking his statistics here might work really well. He's got really good pace, decent crossing and dribbling and stuff like that. So I feel like he's almost a natural out here once he gets trained up. So trying to train him up a little bit at an inverted winger on the left-hand side. Byrne and Bairn playing up at their striker role. They have performed fairly well, and Naya needs a little bit of a break here. So let's dig in. I think we are ready. We will submit this team. I'm hopeful that I can get Delcroix or our other new midfielder here a little bit of playing time too. Let's go to tactics, opposition. I'm kind of curious to see how we do today because I still really feel like I don't know what kind of team we have. Do we have a match? Do we have a club here that's going to be like bouncing around the playoff level? Some matches we've looked really good. Or do we have a team here that's going to be basically kind of fighting against relegation? I'm really kind of not sure what we can do here. Let's see. Come on, lads. Show me what you can do. I guess that's okay. And defense, there's a lot more to come from you. That seems like the moment. We've got a few people that aren't quite all listening to me yet there, but these are mostly the new players. Let's end team talk. The players look inspired. We are in our blues, going from left to right. Plymouth is in the green, going from right to left. As an aside, in the United States, I actually live in the town of Plymouth. So one of the things I'd like to do at some point is try to take over Plymouth and manage them. So it is a little bit of an interesting battle here that I'm playing against the town I live in. All right, Harrison down the right-hand side. This is with the new update and the new match engine. This is the first episode we've had with this. And when I turned the new match engine on, we got some good passing going on here. Isaac feeds it in. Bairn, long shots aren't very good. I got to tell him to stop doing those. Of course, when you win 3 matches, if you try the new update, I'm like, yeah, this is great. I love the new update. Let's shout, demand more before Robinson gets too nervous. Wow, I demanded more and nobody listened. What's going on? What's wrong? Wait a second here. Always press. Sure, we'll do that. This feels... I wonder if we want to change our formation a little bit. Uh-oh. Oof. Rolls it by. That was a pretty good chance. And here's another one. God, I hate these. Ah. Own goal. Rogers, you kicked it in. How did this happen? Vera over the side. Rogers. Well, I had to try to do something with it. I'm not sure there's really much you could do except kick it back out. This is a disappointing start. I think at 30 minutes, if we're still not getting some better chances, I might drop us into our 4-2-3-1. Bayern can drop into kind of like a shadow striker role, and that sometimes has helped us out. Good. Pick it up, Harrison. Let's go. Come on, play like we know we can. Gumbo over the top. Nice. Kirby. Kirby's been playing better and better, looking like the kind of the high-level talent that I think he is. He's our supposedly our best player in terms of playing at a League One level. So 4 shots after 30 minutes. It's not bad. Let's go. Let's try this, though. Let's dip into our 4-2-3-1. We want this way. We want Stim at inverted winger on attack. Support. We want him. Playmaker. Support. Let's do that. This. Everything else looks good. Okay. Let's just try this for 15 minutes and see if it shakes things up a little bit. Wow, Robinson and Barron are nervous and anxious. Yeah, this is working so much better. That's like the greatest highlight ever. The ball rolled out of bounds. Wow, that was dismal. So we didn't get any shots by shifting into that. Okay, what do we do? Team was disappointing. Yeah, for sure. I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. Yeah, I do. A lot more to come from you, and I believe you got what it takes. And what are we... Oh, goodness. Harrison is 6.3 on the right side. Robinson 6.4 on the left side. Okay. Sean Stewart not playing well at left back. Oh, goodness. We're just not doing very well here. Let's go back to the 4-2-4, which was at least producing some results here. And we want that. We want that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go back to that. Start the second half and see how things roll out here. This is disappointing. I thought we might have a better match against Plymouth. We have no highlights. Completely uninteresting match. Here we go. Good. Stewart to Kirby. Stewart back to Kirby. Kirby, take the shot. Oh. Better chances that. But we've got a couple of quick shots here in the first 4 minutes. That looks good. We're still anxious and nervous. Let's demand more. Why aren't they listening to me? I don't get it. They always go focused after I say that. God. Kirby's faster. Good. Pick up the ball, Kirby. Rogers plays it to Stewart. Back to Hilton. This ominously feels like a highlight for them. Barron over the top. That was an optimistic shot. Let's. What's our percentage is 61%. That's actually pretty good, and we are out shooting them. Let's lean into this. Let's go positive. No highlights. Such a quiet match. I am liking, on the whole, I'm liking the match engine quite a bit better. We need to make some subs here and change up a little bit. The 4-2-4 isn't working. Let's try... Let's go to the 4-3-3, see if that does anything. I just don't quite... None of the other stuff seems to be working. Barron's playing okay. Robinson's not, but maybe this will help. And let's bring on... Dixon Bonner. Oh, we could bring our new guy on, Adam Phillips. Now, let's bring on Dixon Bonner for Barron, who is not playing well anyway, right? 6.6. Yeah, that's not good. And we'll do this. He'll be that. He'll be like that. Let's try this. Okay, winger support, winger support. I might bring Bennett's on next, too. See if that helps us here. Come on, boys. Let's get it going here. Why are we so anxious and nervous? Because we're not scoring? What can I say? Wow, Hilton is having just a meltdown. We've got nothing going on. Let's go attacking. Enough of this. This is insane. We're just not doing anything. This is the lamest match ever. Bennett, our whole attacking front, 6-4-6. Harrison's terrible on the right-hand side. Let's bring Bennett's in there. I feel like I should get... We're not going to score with an anxious and a nervous striker either. I don't know what to do. I mean, 4-2-4 is our attacking formation. Oh, they got the ball. Catch it. Okay. That's promising. Maybe it's our highlight. Good. Hilton way down. Barron, go get it. What is this doing? What are they doing? Give us the ball. Okay, good. Robinson. Back to Thompson. Here we go. Over the top. Barron. A lot of passing going on. We're looking a little bit fresher here now. Isaac. Kirby. Robinson. Robinson's got great crossing. I think he's got 4 assists already. Oh, that was so close. 78-50. 10 minutes to go. Last sub. What can we do? Okay, I don't think an anxious, nervous striker can do very much. 6.8. We're terrible today. Come on, Anaya. You've got this. And let's... Last 10 minutes. Let's bring Kirby up into that shadow striker role and see what we can do with that. Attacking forward. Okay. And let's push up. Let's go for it. Let's get stuck in. Let's just give them everything we got. Let's go completely attacking. Let's take charge. Pitch. Confirm changes. Play. Let's finish him off. Now we got a composed striker in. There's nothing here. Okay. Very attacking. Shouts. Push forward. Let's get a goal. Last second. Come on. We got at least a goal in this. Well, I guess we've gotten shot. Oh, so close. 3 minutes. Come on. Let's get something. The most boring match ever. God, this is where... Oh. Hilton hasn't played bad. I mean, the only goal was Rogers that came in there. Watch this. Now they'll get a shot and he'll drop it and it'll go in. Come on, get the ball. Get the ball. Okay, here it is. Last chance. Last minute. Be a hero. Somebody. Come on, Isaac. Good. Rogers. Bennett's. Oh, get in front. Foul, get in front. Bennett's. Rogers. Something. God, not kick it at his feet. Hurry. I hate when they walk and there's only 30 seconds left. Okay, we got one last chance here. It's not over yet. Isaac. Oh, yes. Nice. All right, let's take the gas off just a little bit here. I guess we can't till this is over. I can't shout. Oh, we'll skip the recording part. Okay, pause. Shouts. Let's praise Isaac for that. That was quite dramatic. To come out with a draw, it would be nice here. Let's go back to positive so we don't give everything up here. Rogers. Back to Ogumbo. All right. Well, that feels better. No, it wasn't a good match for sure. 1-1. I felt like we did outshoot them 13-8, but we just never got anything going. I'm not quite sure why, but Isaac saves us with a 93rd minute rocket into the top left corner. We get a point out of that match, and we end up with a 1-1 draw. So that was probably the most boring match I've seen until that last flash of brilliance that we had there. So, well, I'm pleased to be on target with my prediction today, and you've got to say that both sets of supporters will probably accept the draw. That was always the most likely result, too. I think they just make this stuff up. They make themselves look good here. Let's team talk. Don't be too hard on that. It was a tough result to take. What a great comeback that was. Let's be positive. I think that's fine. And then let's praise Shez Isaac. You know, I have been saying that I think Shez Isaac... Shez seemed to lose focus. Why? Pleased with how you did today. Okay, anyway. I think Shez Isaac is struggling to play at this level. I think he may have reached his peak, but you know he still has some moments of brilliance in him, apparently. We have dropped now out of the playoff zone with that draw, so we're down to 11 points, falling 3 places early in the season. I mean, this is really early. I think that's I'm getting a sense of kind of what the season's going to be like. We're going to have some matches where we look pretty good. We're going to have some matches where we don't look very good at all. And then we're going to have some matches where it's kind of a mishmash of the two. So I'm feeling like right now we've got an average team. In order for us to be better, we need better wingers on the outside, maybe a better striker, and probably better outside right backs and left backs. Although I'm feeling like we're getting pretty strong down the center, the spine of the team, which is really kind of, I think, the objective for this year and stuff. So we'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for coming by. Not the most exciting match there until the end, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. I'll come back, I think, as we go forward here. We'll take a look. I'm going to finish the rest of September, and we will come back probably for Walsall or Northampton or AFC Wimbledon, one of these league matches in October. By then, actually, maybe I'll wait until I think the middle of October here is when our new stadium is finished. So maybe we'll come back for not the new stadium, but the new stadium edition is finished. So maybe we'll come back for that. That's about it for today. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you again soon.